Now it's time to add faces to our pumpkins and turn them into jack-o'-lanterns. I'm going to use a black Sharpie marker, but you can use a pen, a crayon, or even a Crayola marker, anything you have. I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to give my pumpkin triangle eyes. And then for the nose, I'm going to give it an upside down triangle nose. I want this pumpkin to be very happy. There we go. Adorable. For this one, maybe I'll give this one eyelashes, a little circle nose, and maybe a wavy mouth. Look at that. I'll make the nose a little bigger. So you can make your pumpkins happy, sad, angry, anything you want. And my last one, I'm gonna give this one circle eyes. And make this one surprised. Oh, with its mouth open. I'll give this one eyebrows and maybe a triangle nose. Look at that. 3 different facial expressions on my pumpkins. Now for the stem or handle, I'm going to use a green marker. Again, you can use a crayon, you can use anything you have, and I'm just going to color my stem in green. Stems can also be brown. They don't have to be green. This one's going to have more of a curvy handle or stem. And I'll put another one here. Maybe this one I'll make some vines coming off of it. There we go. And there you have it. Now it's time to work on our middle ground, the area in the middle, and then our foreground, what's in front or on the ground in our picture. So if you go to my Art Google slide and you click on the black star on the black book, there's a black star, you're going to see PDF images of ideas to help you. So we've already completed the sky. And now I've provided images for you to look at of things you can put on the ground, things like acorns or leaves blowing in the wind or on the floor, apple trees we see a lot of in the fall, even ants on the ground or little field mice. We also need to put some animals on our farm. Now you can make up your own animals. You don't have to copy my animals, but these pages are here to help you if you click on the black star. So there are things like pigs and chickens and cows and a little lamb. Also, you don't have to, but if you want to make your fall landscape about the season of Halloween, which takes place at the end of October, you may. You can add things like a black cat or spider web or ghosts or scarecrows. It's totally up to you. So you will decide what you want to fill your middle ground and foreground with. So I'm going to begin, and you can watch me. You can use a pencil. I'm going to go right to marker to save time, but I usually work in pencil first. So I'm going to begin with adding some animals, and you're going to watch me create. Make sure you've filled your middle ground and your foreground, meaning the middle, and the bottom of your paper with lots of details all about the season of fall and what you would see on a farm. Make sure you include lots of acorns and leaves, maybe some ants. They could be red ants, black ants, brown ants, maybe some mice. You can also include several of one thing. For example, I made 2 spiders. I made 1, 2, 3 acorns. I did lots of leaves. And then when you're ready, you're going to color in all your details. You're going to watch me color on fast forward, but you are going to take your time. Take a few days to do this if you need to. Remember, if you can, make your coloring realistic. Make sure you stay in the lines. No scribble scrabble, and don't leave any spots behind when coloring. Good luck, and I can't wait to see these. And feel free to pause this video while you color, or you can watch me color on high speed. And there you have it, a gorgeous landscape all about the season of fall. Now it's time to add a fence in the foreground. Can everyone say foreground? Foreground. A foreground is what is in the front in a picture. If you put something in the front, like for example, we're going to add a fence, it's going to make our picture look more realistic because the fence will be in the front, and just like in real life, things will be behind the fence or way off in the distance. So we're going to put a fence in the front to make our picture look more realistic or more like real life. You will need a scissor if you have brown paper. If you don't, you can just color white paper with a brown crayon. You can even use toothpicks, you can use popsicle sticks. I want you to get creative and use your imagination. So I'm going to cut some skinny fence posts, just like this. Maybe I'll have 7. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many more to make 7? 3 more. 5, 6, and 7. Remember, you never should copy me exactly. You can make 8 fence posts. You can have 10. You can have 4. So I'm going to put these aside. Then I'm going to make the long horizontal part of the fence. So these are the vertical pieces of my fence. Everyone say vertical, vertical. And now I'm going to make some horizontal lines. I'm going to make 2. So I'm going to take my paper the tall or vertical way, and I'm going to make 2 long cuts. These are a good size. Now we're going to turn them the sideways way or the horizontal way. Now if your farm is really old, your fence might be destroyed or broken. So I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put one here. And it's okay if it covers up your animals or your details, because in real life, things are in front of other things. In real life, you would see a fence in the front and your view might be hidden in the distance. So it's okay to put something in front of something you drew or to block something. I know sometimes that's frustrating and you think, I don't want to cover anything up, but it will look more realistic if you cover your details with this fence, because again, in real life, things are in front of other things. Notice how I'm using a little bit of glue. I'm just making little dots. I don't want to get a glue spill anywhere. I have no glue on my hands. You don't want to get glue on your nice table or furniture or wherever you are. Then I'm going to flip these. I'm going to hold the left side down, and with my right pointer finger, I'm going to slide down like that. If you get glue on your hands, you just rub it together and it'll disappear. It'll bead up and disappear. Then I'm going to put this one maybe here. And I know I'm covering my cute little pig, but that's okay, because in real life, things are naturally in the way or in front of other things. Okay, now for the up and down tall or vertical lines or fence posts. Everyone say vertical again. I'm going to make them a little skinnier, like that. A little bit thinner. And maybe I'll do one slanted, like it's broken, and that's okay. Because maybe the weather or the wind has kind of blown this fence a little bit. So I'm changing my number. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 6. So you can always change things in art, and you never have to copy me 100%. I want you to be creative. Now look how realistic this looks, just like real life. And there you have it, a fall landscape.